Hey everybody, Joel Carlson here with Java Meetup Minneapolis. This month's topic is on social media ROI. And our speakers today are Jennifer Kane of Kane Consulting and Dave Erickson of Tunheim Partners. Very interesting discussion we can look forward to, and so let's check it out.
Can be measured in many different things, and I categorize them in two categories: non-financial measurements and financial measurements. Non-financial meaning hits, engagement, tweets, Facebook postings. But at the end of the day, it has to go back to the financial measurement, which is dollars. So typically when you talk to any executive that you might be dealing with, and they might not understand completely social media, the one language they do understand is hard dollars. So if I'm going to invest $1 in social media, how many dollars am I going to get back? It's going to be $1, $2, $3. That truly is ROI. Our speakers today are going to cover this topic on both sides of the aisle, and hopefully you'll share your experience with us or some questions that you might have, either for the speakers or just in general. The speakers that we have today: Jennifer Kane. She is the founder of Kane Consulting. Does great marketing work, has some great track records on ROI, and then of course our David Erickson, Director of E-commerce at Tunheim Partners, who will be joining us for his insights today as well.
So I'm guessing that a lot of you would really like for me to tell you the big ROI secret. That there's some sort of SM7000X social media monitoring software that I have special access to, that you can gain access to, and that is going to give you the magic answer of, does your social media work? And I'm sorry to tell you, the most effective social media monitoring tool that you have is here. So our mentors at Kane Consulting in the area of social media measurement are Brian Solis and a woman named Katie Payne, who kind of comes out of the PR industry. And we usually start with our clients with this measurement checklist. And the most important thing to realize about social media ROI is the ROI part comes at the beginning, not at the end. So I think a lot of people think of this as then we do the thing, and then we're like, how was the thing? And if you haven't done the part at the beginning, when you get to the end, nothing will have happened, because you didn't know exactly what you were trying to do. So it's very basic information, because we get paid the big bucks. What is your main goal here? What is your main goal? And your goal needs to be specific, achievable, measurable, relatable and relevant, and time delimited.
They're going to Facebook, to go into Twitter, and now they have thousands of followers on their Facebook pages. They launch a coupon. Here's another example from Punch Pizza. Does everybody remember Snowmageddon? Yeah. So that February, Punch had a bunch of dough on their hands, and they knew they weren't going to get any business. Yeah, but they had these channels. They had Facebook, they had Twitter. And they figured, well, let's try this out. We'll send out a coupon during Snowmageddon for free pizza and see what happens, because we're going to lose money either way. They sent it out. It became part of the conversation because they had built up that channel, right? They got it out to a lot of people. It became part of the conversation of Snowmageddon. It delighted people, right? How do you measure delight? You can't measure delight. Where do we measure these campaigns? Do we measure it from the start of building the venues? And what's the ROI on that? Or do we measure it from, I measure it from campaign to campaign. So with coupons, we send out the Snowmageddon coupon. You can measure how many people came through and got free pizzas, how many people bought X number of products as a result of that promotion. They made money on that day. The day when most people were not wanting to go out to brave the weather and go out and get pizza. So those are some of the ambiguities that are involved in the ROI. Now, there's concrete ways of doing it. If you're selling stuff on your website, you get a Facebook page, you can do tests, and you can use unique URLs and attach it to a specific project, promoting it through Facebook only, and attach it directly to sales and see what, you can get through concrete things. There are very specific ways that you can measure these things, and we should try and measure everything that we can. But there's a lot of things that we can't measure, and so that's my ambiguity.
Well, that about does it for this month's Java Meetup Minneapolis, dealing with the topic of social media ROI. We look forward to you coming back next month in December, where on the first Thursday of the month, we'll be meeting again on another topic. Have a great one. Bye-bye now, everybody.